Good night, my people. Good night. It's Marie again. Tonight I want to talk about some things that I had researched on crime and Mark Shields, who was the deputy commissioner of Jamaica at one time. And I did some research, and some of what I found came from The Loop, and some of the information came from the Jamaica Gleaner. Now, if you don't know about The Loop or the Jamaica Gleaner, then you probably wouldn't have seen some of the news clips and reports concerning things that are going on in Jamaica. But because I am Jamaican, I kind of know where to go and look and research and find out these things. So, good night, everybody. Like my shirt says living. That's what we need to do. Get on with living. Okay, so Jamaica's crime monster. Can it be tamed? Crime continues to plague Jamaica society, as statistics obtained from the Jamaica Gleaner show that in 2017, Jamaica recorded one of the highest crime rates in the world, with more than 1,600 murders for a homicide rate of approximately 60 per 100,000 population. That's a lot. Without the necessary strategy, the crime cycle continues, resulting in negative social and economic effects. Undoubtedly, crime is a monster that needs to be tamed. With his experience, Mark Shields has earned his rights to lead this discussion on crime and also to make possible suggestions for taming the monster. In February of 2018, Mark Shields suggested a 10-point plan to the Commissioner of Police of Jamaica. Point 8 states that DNA samples of criminals should be taken so as to easily identify an offender. Shields says, take every opportunity to link criminals to their crimes. By using DNA evidence, make the results of this work public so that criminals see that they can no longer hide. Former Deputy Commissioner of Police Mark Shields says the delay by successive governments to implement systems and procedures he had recommended over a decade ago has contributed to the continuing high rate of crime. The nation is being dogged. Shields first came to Jamaica in 2003 to the investigation. He came to Jamaica in 2003 to investigate the fatal shooting of 4 persons at Crowell in Clarendon by the members of the retired senior superintendent Renato Adams. lead crime management unit. He was second from Scotland Yard in 2005 and was installed in the post of deputy commissioner. He had then made several recommendations with a view of modernizing the constabulary, including improved DNA and forensic testing. Let me read that again. The deputy commissioner, he had then made several recommendations with a view of modernizing the constabulary, including improved DNA and forensic testing facilities. However, the legislature has dragged its feet, and to date, some of Shields' recommendations have yet to be implemented. My question is, why not? What are they waiting for? Shields says it's not only about crime fighting, it's about education. It's about all the other things, like people getting killed for driving and splashing someone with water. The fight against crime needs all of us, he says. And that was my findings on Mark Shields. Jamaica is Jamaica needs a lot of help. The crime is beyond out of control. The whole world needs to know what is going on in Jamaica. We have children that are coming up missing. Donnelly Donaldson is missing or dead. We don't know. I don't know for sure if she's alive or not. But the case of Donnelly Donaldson has opened up a whole lot of other corrupt, when I say corrupt behavior that is going on in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It's just, it's such a tangled web of deceit and lies and when is something going to change? Don't they see that doing the same thing is not going to get a different result? It's time for the Jamaican people to start speaking out, not just in Jamaica, but all around the world. For Jamaica to be such a small island, 1,600 murders. Jamaica has one of the highest murder rates in the world. That's a big red flag. Come on, world. What is the world going to do about this? Or is everybody going to turn a blind eye to the poor people who live there, who can't help themselves? They can't fight against the constabulary force. They need help from the outside. Mark Shields made that obvious. What I read to you is not something that I made up. What I read to you is not alleged. It was documented. These were words of the commissioner, Mark Shields himself, about the crime that's going on in Jamaica. Mark Shields said those words about the DNA system that is not set up. The DNA database system that the Jamaica Constabulary Force seemed to be running from. Why? Why is it not implemented? I want to know. Marie wants to know. I really would like to know. Mark Shields says he wanted to modernize. I did a previous video where I said that it looks like the laws and rules in the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the way that they run things is like a third world country. And Mark Shields is saying he tried to modernize them. So basically, if he's using the word modernize, it means that we're in 2022 and they're not modernized yet? In the age of technology? In the age of 5G, Jamaica is still not modernized as far as its policing and its DNA database, its DNA, they don't have DNA facilities. They're lacking in forensic and DNA and facilities to handle these things. It was Mark Shields' words, not Marie's words, not my words. I'm just giving you what he said, his conclusion. So all of these crimes that are happening, if we don't have a competent DNA database and forensic and facilities set up to handle these crimes, no wonder they go unsolved. No wonder nothing is being done, and the law and people can't get justice for the wrong that have been done to them and their family and their loved ones. The system is fraud. That's why the Jamaican people do not trust the Jamaica Constabulary Force. For the same reason that Mark Shields is saying what he's saying about his conclusion from working with them as the commissioner. It's time for a change. It's time for a change. Why should I be afraid to go home to Jamaica to visit my family? Because of crime in Jamaica? Because of the way that everything is set up and you don't know what can happen to you? I'm a woman. The women are coming up missing. There's so many funeral homes all over the island because of the crime rate. People are being wrongfully cremated. and their loved ones never see or hear from them again. Something has got to be done. This is Marie's message, and I'm going to say good night for now. Until next time.